So last time we were looking at the scenario where I did get the elbow across the center line, and our goal the whole time was to get my head down in the cards. But now we looked at last time the cards were flattening me out. It's given me the option of the floor sweep and the pendulum sweep. When would I go for this? When Carl's head's higher than mine. But sometimes good players not only will do that, they'll try pull it up and their knees come off the mat. I said good players do that, I didn't say Carl does it, but Carl's thinking there. So if you try the floor sweep from here, it's not going to work, and the pendulum sweep isn't going to work. So we need another option. So we're going to look at this knee lever sweep. It's usually taught from half guard, so I kind of have to put Carl in half guard from here. So I'm just going to windshield wiper circle my right foot and bring it underneath. There'll be a space if his knees are off the mat. And if you think of the scenario of half guard, Carl's really in my open guard, so I want to move him this way to kind of bring his right leg between my legs. And now from here, my free right leg is going to chop the back of his knee to the mat, like an axe kick. And I don't cross my ankles from here. I put my outside foot on top. Okay. But my foot is covering his leg. And now the sweep is the same. There's no base to my left, to his right. So from there, I lift my hips and I just bring my knees to the mat. Again, I like this. With the McDonagh stop serve, we're going to add in the catechinami, the head and arm shoot. So I keep chest pressure on that tricep, and then I'm just going to feed my right hand through it. Detail on connection. I don't stop walking my fingers across the mat until my bicep is tight till his jugular. From there, if you can drill it one-handed, it's going to be even tighter with two hands. So I just cup the armpit, slide my head down. So at the end of the lever, Carl most likely is triangling his leg, keeping me in half guard. I can finish from there by just walking my hips to the mat. If he defends by answering the telephone, bring my head up to the end of the lever, drive it, and then just fill that space. If I wanted to use my secondary hand, so. So, forward position. From here, I pull with my knees, I drag it across, and then my head out of this. Carl counters after flopping me out. But now he comes up as a knee, so I need to be aware I need to go down another route from here. So I just circle my right foot inside and kind of move him this way, which allows me to chop that knee down to the mat. I'm covered with my other foot, my knees are pointing up. Keep my lat grip, I lift my hips. Another thing Carl can do from here is he might cross face. Now he's brought his head over to this side, which makes the sweep a little bit harder. So the detail on where I have this grip, I just put it in the far hip. That just gives me a little bit more leverage. I lift my hips, and I just put my knees on the mat. So from here I'm swimming this hand through. Don't stop walking with the hand until my bicep is tight to the jugular. Slide my head down. Every choke is all about connection. It's not squeeze. Even though he has me in the half guard, I can still finish by putting my hip on the mat. So, put his arm across the center line. Back, he gets his head higher than mine, and now his knee comes off the mat. Circle my foot in. Okay. From there, I walk him. This gives me the profile to chop this down. And I get covered with my other foot. Another thing Carl can do is he might post with his hand when I go to just take it out of my grip. So if I just lift my hips and go with my knees, sometimes you post as in when you're working with microscopes. So this hand, redirecting it over the hip at the end of the lever, and I lift my hip and I move my knees, just gives me that little bit more extra leverage to get over. Again, because I've smeared this with my chest, we want to make use of it. So I'm just coming under and I fill that space. down. So when you're drilling that head and arm at the end, guys, I suggest doing it with one hand, because if you finish it with one, it'll be a lot tighter. So